Good morning, friends. Today we will start our session with overheads accounting. All of you are aware, all the indirect costs are called as overheads in costing. Before we start the accounting for overheads, we must learn two concepts. One, allocation of overheads, and second, apportionment of overheads. In allocation of overheads, you identify the overheads related to a particular cost center. In that case, the entire overheads can be allocated to that cost center. For example, suppose if we have two marriage halls in Dombivli, one is in Dombivli East, one is in Dombivli West. The electricity bill for Dombivli East is rupees 60,000 for the month of March, and for Dombivli West rupees 40,000 for the month of March. As far as I am concerned, my electricity cost for the month of March is 1 lakh rupees. But I can identify that out of 1 lakh, 60,000 are incurred only for Dombivli East Marriage Hall, that is my first cost center. So, I can allocate 60,000 to Dombivli East Marriage Hall and 40,000 to Dombivli West Marriage Hall. That is called as allocation of overheads between the two cost centers, that is Dombivli East Marriage Hall and Dombivli West Marriage Hall. The two conditions are necessary. You must be able to identify the cost is incurred for which cost center and the exact amount of benefit for that cost center you should be able to identify. The second term is apportionment of overheads. Sometimes it happens that you incur common expenditure, the benefit of which goes to more than one cost center, but you cannot exactly identify how much has gone to which cost center. For example, suppose we employ a manager who looks after booking for Dombivli East as well as Dombivli West Marriage Hall, for which we have fixed him a salary of rupees 20,000 per month. Daily, he goes to both the marriage hall. In the morning, 4 hours, he is in Dombivli East Marriage Hall, and in the evening, for 4 hours, he is in Dombivli West Marriage Hall. Now, when we pay 20,000 to him as a salary, it cannot be directly identifiable to either of the cost center of Dombivli East or Dombivli West Marriage Hall. In that case, we have to apportion that 20,000 on some basis. Now, here basis is the time spent by him between Dombivli East Marriage Hall and Dombivli West Marriage Hall. Since daily he is going to both the marriage hall for 4 hours, the 20,000 has to be apportioned over these two cost centers equally. So, we will apportion 10,000 rupees to Dombivli East Marriage Hall and 10,000 to Dombivli West Marriage Hall. So, in all, overheads, either it has to be allocated or it has to be apportioned. When you can identify the cost to a particular cost center and the use or benefit to that cost center, it has to be allocated. And when the common cost which is incurred for more than one cost center, in that case, it has to be apportioned over these cost centers on certain suitable appropriate basis. In the next lecture, we will try to find out whether the overheads has to be allocated or apportioned, and if it has to be apportioned, in what ratio. So, I am expecting you to go through both the concept. So, next lecture we will see whether you are able to identify the allocation and apportionment. That is for the day. Thank you very much.